2026 is not that far away. I think I say that every week at least once or twice. And it's the truth. We're going to be celebrating 250 years. I mean, we're still a baby compared to the world, but it's still our 250 years. But how many of you were with us when the 200th anniversary hit us, 1975, 1976? It was a special time, lots of fanfare, and we can't lose sight of it because it's only going to be compounded in a matter of a year plus. So whenever I get an opportunity to go back to the 200th anniversary and find the best stuff, we always will. And tonight, not only do we have it, look at this crazy price. Yes, that is the price for all 20 silver Washington quarters bicentennial. And on top of that, here is what you're going to get. We're going to add a layer tonight. My inventory looks good on proof and uncirculated, so there'll be 10 proof and 10 unk. Now, they were all made at the San Francisco Mint, so they're all going to bear the S Mint mark, but it's going to be both versions. So many of you might recall that for the first time in U.S. history, we made a dual-dated coin in 1975 for our 2-year anniversary, which we celebrated for 2 years. So it was 1776, 1976. We changed the designs on our quarter, our half dollar, and our large dollar, the Eisenhower. So Washington, Kennedy, Eisenhower. And the unique design was only for that 2-year period. There were none of them dated 75. There were none of them dated 76. They were a joint dual date for that 2-year period. The P's and D's we saw in circulation. And I don't know about you, but I'm just telling you what I did. I was a youngin' back then, but I did it. Whenever I got one, you threw it in the can. I can't spend the bicentennial quarter or a half dollar. There has to be a rule against that, right? Now, we know there wasn't, but it's just kind of what we did. But very few people knew that for collectors, the U.S. Mint San Francisco branch made silver. And you can see them by looking at it here. There's no clad sandwich stuff. This is outright silver. They made silver versions, but they only sold them in sets. It was a special 3-piece set, uncirculated. They made 11 million of them, which is by far the rarest of all the uncirculated. And then the silver proofs were 4 million. So if you're looking at the rarest uncirculated, you got 10 of them here. If you're looking for the rarest silver proof version, the rarest proof version, the silver version here. Anybody looking at the numbers yet? It's not $99.95, and you get to pick whether it's unk or proof, and you get 10. You get all 20. That means we're under $5 a coin, everyone. My competition for the same coins, just in a capsule. $19.75 on the unk and $24.95 on the proof. So if you buy 4 coins from them, you're going to pay the same price you pay for our 20. Yeah. As we always say, our middle initials V for victory on price, but value for all, right? And I know it's cliche, but it really is the truth. I mean, our competition's selling the same stuff, same coins, same condition, same type, silver to silver, and we're a quarter of their price. Now, yes, the holder you're seeing is called the divider tube. We had it made years ago, and that is for special coins, proof coins, etc. Just, normally the old locking tubes, they all stack on each other, and they're wonderful. We use them all the time. You probably do as well. But when we get special deals like this, they sit like in a tray. And then you just put the cover on, which is the same type, and it just kind of locks them in place. Rubber band tape or whatever works for you holds them together. And there you have it. It just keeps the coins separate. They're not clanging together. Not that they would in a solid tube either, but just a little enhancement. And yes, it does come that way. I guess that was a long way to answer yes. So the deal again is 20 coins. 20 silver Washington quarters from the bicentennial. It is broken down to include, inside of that 20, 10 uncirculated San Franciscos, and then 10 silver proofs. As you see on the left. The left one is the proof, the right side is the unk. It's the same design for all of them. Competition, as I referenced, that's where it's all about. And remembering, we want to be ahead of the curve, not below the curve, right? And what I mean by that is when 2026 gets here and everybody wants to go back and get our original bicentennial coins, we're talking about them right now in advance. We know it's going to be a hot topic. No different than in 2021. You remember when the U.S. Mint brought out the brand new Morgans? And we were talking early that year saying, hey, they're coming out. They're going to be out in May and August. It's going to be the middle of the year, but get ready. And what happened? You couldn't find a 1921 dated Morgan pretty much the entire year. Why? Because everybody was looking for the original Morgan because the brand new Morgan was coming out. Kind of fits. We don't know what they're going to be doing for 2026, but we know it's going to be big, and it should be. But we do know this. The rarest quarters were the silver quarters. These are those. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. Phones are a bit jammed. Remember, we have avccoins.com as an order-taking service. The shopping cart you have there. Push this one through. This will sell out in the next minute or two. A lot of sellouts tonight. That's a wonderful thing. Thank you. $19.75 each. $24.95 each. We have 10 of each of those in this roll. And our price is $99.95 for all of them. They're north of $400. That's one crazy deal.